Taressa. Jesus.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. So on December 20th last year, I went into my day and I knew that I would be going to a funeral with my mom. It was a funeral for a distant relative, so I'm sorry to say that I was in okay spirits. Until about 10 a.m. when I got a text message from my dad telling me that his girlfriend Gabby was in labor. Honestly, that was the moment when I felt emotionally like I was about to go to a funeral. In that moment, it felt like it was about to be the worst day of my life. Please don't get me wrong, I am on good terms with my dad. His girlfriend, Gabby's a really good person, but my parents did divorce when I was in high school, and I'm sure a good portion of you know that those relationships really take some time to repair. All I could think about was just a few weeks earlier when I was at Babies R Us, and I was just trying to buy them a gift for their shower, and it took me almost an hour to get out of there because I was going to pieces over these baby clothes. And I just had that lump of fire in the back of my throat, that constant aching behind my eyes. And next, I had to tell my mom what was going on. And, you know, my mom can't have children anymore. So there was just this constant struggle. I had barely let my mom know what was going on 2 weeks before the birth because it was left up to me to deliver the news. And next, I'm in the church, I'm at the service, and I'm sitting there just really preoccupied, just thinking, okay, I'm grateful for my setting because if I cry a little bit, no one's going to really single me out. And afterwards, my wonderful, wonderful mom agrees to take me to the hospital that ended up being very conveniently located about 15 minutes from the church. And on the drive there, she's asking me, how are you doing, Tess? Are you okay? Like, how are you feeling? You can talk to me. I said, Mom, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Because in my family, I've always believed that my role is the peacemaker, the mediator. I mean, I was the first one who met my mom's boyfriend after the divorce. I was the first one who met my dad's girlfriend after the divorce. And since my 3 older brothers wouldn't be there at the hospital that day, I felt like it was my responsibility to go and see my dad's baby. And so she drops me off. It's dark outside. I walk in, and it feels like I'm the only person in the hospital. I do not see anyone. It's quiet, it's cold, and I'm in the elevator just feeling incredibly lonely. And I'm walking down the hallway towards the room, and I'm just thinking, I'm not ready. I'm going to burst into tears as soon as I walk in there. And it was very important for me not to share those feelings with my dad or Gabby because I care about them and I didn't want to hurt them. But I walk into the room, and it was empty. Gabby had already been moved to the next room because she'd given birth well before. And so, big wave of relief. I had 45 more seconds to pull it together. Go up the elevator, and I'm just asking myself, can I do this? Walk down the hallway, small steps. Will I be able to? Am I going to be able to love this baby? And I walk into the room, and Gabby's laying in the bed, exhausted, obviously, and I see the crib off to the side. My dad walks in a few minutes after, but it took me about 25 minutes of small talk to finally ask to hold her. And when I did, I thought she was beautiful. I've never thought that a baby was beautiful on his first day on this earth before. I mean, usually I always just see them as like these little aliens or something, but I loved her instantly, and I've never had that feeling before. It was amazing, caught me completely off guard, and it really was one of the best days of my life. It's 10 months later now. She's crawling. She's all cute and happy all the time, and I never told my dad how I felt. I didn't tell him I was making this speech because I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm really okay with that. Sorry. Got that tongue action. Yeah, that was the end. Sorry.